What's up, guys? This week, we had some issues. My buddy Cole Ugeti was going to fill in for Coach. He wasn't able to. He got COVID, got super sick, so I didn't really feel like doing anything on Sunday or rounding up another co-host. So I'm giving you, I used to do a Cliff Notes version. This is the Cliff Notes version this week. So, Sexton finally got it done. It's about time. He only gave away 4 until he got to this one, but he finally closed the deal. He was getting dangerously close to that point where if you don't get it done, then you're fucked and you never win. Like, just ask Adam Cianciarulo. A win for him right now seems like an eternity ago, where 2 years ago it was just inevitable. But now it doesn't look like he'll ever get one. Or, God, I don't even want to know about his knee. Early word I heard, I don't know the deal officially, but I believe it's ACL. He shouldn't have been fucking riding. What the hell was he doing out there? They have a backup rider, Brock Tickle. Brock Tickle could have been riding. He's out there with a hurt shoulder. Yes, the hurt shoulder causes problems. When you have a hurt shoulder, you start doing things you wouldn't normally do. You can't hang on when you should hang on. And it cost Adam. It cost him big. It cost him an ACL. I had a chat with Nick Way earlier in the week, and I told Nick as much, that I thought that I couldn't understand why they had him out there. He didn't agree with me, which, I mean, hey, if Nick Way doesn't agree, then he's probably right. But I was worried about Adam's confidence, Adam's... So many times a rider, when they're riding with one injury, they sustain another one. It's just the way it goes. And I feel bad for Adam, and I know he was pressured from Kawasaki. And I think that's part of the reason that Nick Way wanted him so badly to stay out there. You got to be out there to get paid, and that's the bottom line. And Adam's missed a lot of races, and he needed to be out there, and unfortunately, he's probably going to miss a hell of a lot more because of that. And then Anderson, holy shit, Jason Anderson was hauling ass. He was flying. He had the field covered. Officially, so far in 2022, Jason Anderson's the guy. That's it. Jason Anderson, if you take the instance he's had, he salvaged a bike, which he got it in there. I think he finished 10th place, 9th place. Check my notes here. He was 8th place. So he salvages an 8th place. He actually does better than Barcia, which is crazy, with a bike that was smoking. And I hear it's radiator. I don't know. Are we so tired? Like, fucking Kawasaki. Come on, people, get it together. How many times? Tomac had to be laughing when he went past him, going, see what I'm talking about? That's the shit that happened to me all the time. Yep, they blame me, and yeah. So I get it. Maybe that hydraulic clutch, if that was the issue, maybe it was a fluke thing, and it just happens to be the Kawasaki. We'll find out here pretty soon, because that bike's not like Anderson's going to ride it any differently next week. And if they start seeing this weekly pattern like we did with Tomac, hey, Kawasaki, maybe change the bike. If you can't build a bike in 2022 that these top pros can ride without blowing up, that's not on these pros. This day and age, that's on you guys. That's Kawasaki's deal. So it might have been a fluke deal. It might have been a poked hole in the radiator from a rock or in contact. I suspect you're going to see a little bit more of this. I suspect, as hard as Anderson rides these things, he's going to have the similar issues as Tomac. So we will see. Tomac finally got the red plate. If I'm everybody else, I'm not scared of him. He doesn't have that intimidating, I'm worried about Tomac, it's his race unless he messes up feel. But he's got the point lead. We're heading into the 4th round, and he's winning. And he looks pretty good. He looks really consistent. He looks happy. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I think this guy is probably going to put it together this year. Then we got Ken Roczen. Oh, boy, Ken. My heart hurts for Ken. You can see it in him right now. This poor guy is giving his heart and soul to this sport. He really is. And it's kicking him. He reminds me of Rick Johnson when Jeff Stanton came up. Sexton playing the role of Jeff Stanton, and just, he was the guy, but he's just not the guy anymore. And he wants to be, but his body won't cooperate. Both had major arm injuries, and it just, as much as I want it to go good for him, it's not going to go good. He's got so much talent, and he could win on any given night, but he doesn't have that. With this many good guys, it's almost like 1990. It's funny how history just repeats itself. You guys want to know what's going to happen in the future? Take a look at the history. It almost always tells the story pretty accurately. And if you want to go ahead and replace Rick Johnson with Ken Roczen and Jeff Stanton with Chase Sexton, that's pretty much how this is going to play out. I would love for Roczen to get it done and finally close the deal and get a championship. I just don't see it happening. But he's got a lot of good things in life, and I hope he understands how much. I hope the fans understand what this guy has sacrificed to be where he is. He's a bad dude. He is. It's funny, and a lot of people made fun of Kristen Beat for calling him a what do they call him, a Spartan. He's a warrior, man. The injuries he's been through, to even be racing is a victory. To even be racing is a Hollywood movie. The fact that he's winning and we're kind of hard on him for not closing out a championship, holy shit! Like really? Like that's the level we're judging him at. It's not fair, but unfortunately, that's the world we live in. If you don't win, you ain't shit, and it sucks. It really does. So I hope that we can kind of appreciate Roczen, because I don't think he's long for the sport. I don't. I think this might be the end, and I don't want him to go out sour and people talking about how he can't close it out. Meanwhile, this dude's come back from almost an arm amputation. His other hand went through a wheel. I mean, this guy's been through some shit. And not to mention, he came from Germany over to the United States. He's completely embraced the American culture. This dude's more American than most Americans. So embrace him, show him some love, because I suspect you probably won't see him next season. That's just what I think. Barcia, what the fuck are you doing? Really? Are you kidding me? No. Why? Okay, I understand Bam Bam and all the things that you do. What the fuck did you hit Justin Bogle for? Really? Of all the guys to take out, you just don't punch down. You know, if you do that to Tomac or Anderson or somebody, it's probably in a race situation. It's fine. You know for goddamn well, Bogle's on a Suzuki, for one. The Suzuki sucks. I love what those guys are doing with it, but when you start with a block of cement, you can only make it so good. So I feel bad saying that about the Suzuki, because like I said, I know how hard those teams work, and they work their asses off, and they make it pretty good. But it's just their starting point is so far behind all the other bikes, they're not going to be competitive. And Barcia knows within 2 turns, he's going to have Bogle passed and gapped. Why do you have to cream him? And I stand by. Bogle, no problem. You know what? You're going to take out, if you're going to clean me out when you could easily make a clean pass, I'll wait for you and take you out. So be it. What, I get DQ'd? I was only going to get like 20th place anyway. Who the fuck cares? But Barcia is looking for a championship. It costs Barcia. This is where mutually assured destruction, this is where it corrects itself. I'll bet you Barcia won't hit him again, because he knows Bogle's willing to sacrifice a race to take him out, because it doesn't mean shit to him. But you gotta use your head, Barcia. If you want to be a title contender, you literally gave away the point lead. Had he not done that, he's probably still got the red plate. That was stupid. And I'm sure he would look back on it and go, yeah, probably that was stupid. But you're going to mess with the wrong guy. You did. And Bogle got you. Was it dirty? Yeah. Was it premeditated? Yeah. It is what it is. That's old school. That's vigilante justice. And guess what? If you're going to ride like that, expect some of that to come back on you.